Hey, what's up guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. In this video, we're going to revisit Typhoon Vongfong as it did rapidly intensify down in the Philippines. Also have some pictures out of Naples, Florida, sent in by Patsy of some wildfires down in southwestern Florida. Down here in Arizona, in Yuma, I've got a sky square, and that's exactly what you're going to see in this slideshow I put together. Pictures sent in by Mariano R of a square in the sky. There's no other way to describe it. I also put together a brand new picture slideshow, some new sky phenomena, and later on today I'm going to go out and measure this beanstalk, as I'm calling it, because the thing of it is, this grew so fast. I didn't know that plants could grow as quick as this did. Honestly, this was not here a few days ago. It's been growing at the rate of 10 to 12 inches per day. And we're going to measure it again today and in the days to come to see how tall this thing does get. But that is very, very strong. And as I said earlier, these plants have not done anything in years. And then all of a sudden, this thing just rockets out of the ground, soaring up into the sky. Pretty incredible. I was quite surprised when I saw it because I've never seen that plant behave that way, especially when it doesn't hardly get any water. The only time that gets water is when it rains. Now back down to the Philippines, we're going to hop over here to windy.com, and you can see the storm Vongfong has grown exponentially. It's much bigger in size aesthetically, covering a wider area. The core now has a defined eye, as we can see over here at Zoom Earth. These outer bands are loaded with heavy rain, and from the looks of this storm track, it's going to go right through the center of the Philippines. So they can expect many inches, if not several feet, probably in some places, of rain, as this is kind of a slow-moving storm. A lot of winds and, of course, storm surge initially right now. Being a Category 3, that's got wind gusts of over 120 miles per hour that they're experiencing right now as I do this video. Also down in South Florida, they're experiencing wildfires. Patsy R shared some photos with me yesterday from Naples, May 13th, and that's the sun looking red through the wildfire smoke. Here's another photo of the sun through the very thick smoke in Naples. Patsy said, and you can see according to this photo here, it's getting very close to their home. They may have to evacuate. I haven't heard today as I received these photos yesterday from Patsy. But again, wildfires now down in southwest Florida, and we saw some wildfires a few weeks ago up in the Florida Panhandle. So even Florida in the subtropics has wildfires from time to time, and this year they've already had multiple, so hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. Also today, guys, I'll be out measuring this beanstalk, as I'm calling it, and what's so amazing about this thing is how quickly it grew. That was not there less than a week ago. This thing's been growing at the rate of probably a foot a day, and I was unaware that things in our ecosystem could grow that fast, and especially this bush here. In fact, there's two of them that are identical. They haven't done a thing in years. I've never seen that come out of this bush before, and then when it does, I mean, it's big and strong, and it was like soaring up to the sky. Last time I measured it, and that's from the center of the bush. It may go down farther. I just can't, because these bushes are full of like razor sharp teeth. It was 69 inches, or right between 68 and 69. So we'll see where it is today. It'll be fun to kind of keep track of it and see how tall it gets. But the thing of it was how fast that thing grew. Quite remarkable, to be honest. Much like this photo here sent in by Bizazio out of Portland, Oregon. Looks like a big mothership parked up in the sky high above Portland, Oregon. Also in this video, speaking of the sky, I want to show you something that was noticed by Mariano on May 11th in Yuma, Arizona. Took this photo, noticed something off in the distance in the clouds. And there weren't that many clouds, but there was something in the clouds that did not fit in with the rest of the clouds. Look at that perfect square in the sky. No doubt about it. 90-degree angles. In fact, there's multiple 90-degree angles there. So more than likely something was sitting there in the sky. I mean, how can you deny that? That's a square in the sky. Doesn't fit in with anything else. It's not random at all. That is a geometrical structure. Here it is in different formats. I haven't altered it in any way. I've just adjusted the lighting and color and tried to improve the clarity, even though it wasn't bad. But when you zoom in real close, sometimes it compromises the clarity. You get some pixelation, and I tried to compensate for that to give you guys a better look for this presentation. That's the best I could do. But you get the idea. There was a square in the sky above Yuma, Arizona. Here's a pretty good look at it here. Back on May 11th of 2020. And 2020 has been quite the interesting year so far, and we're not even halfway through the year yet. I wanted to touch base on the Schumann resonance. There for a while we didn't have data for about 24 hours. It's since updated. We do have the data now, and I wanted to show you guys what we're looking at on this data. Years ago I tracked a comet on the Schumann that went close to Earth as it made its perihelion with the Earth on its way to the Sun. You could see signatures in the Schumann, and that's what we're seeing right here. See these very close lines right here? That's from static discharge from the comet, and Earth is telling us, hey, there's something going by in space, and that's what those lines are. That is static discharge from Comet Swan as it's making its close approach to the Sun. But on its way to the Sun, May 12th was its close approach to the Earth. And the Schumann resonance reflected that. So those lines you see in the Schumann, that's Comet Swan's energy. Pretty cool. Earlier this morning, you could look in the eastern sky just above the horizon. I can't see it out here, unfortunately, today. It was cloudy, especially over in that area, but Comet Swan's visible in the northern hemisphere as it's on its way for a perihelion with the Sun on May 27th. I put together a new picture slideshow, new sky phenomena sent in from all around the world. Moni B out of Lawton, Oklahoma. Look at these mammatus clouds. They're gigantic, and these photos are exactly as I received them. Have not adjusted these in any way. Simply remarkable. Some more photos from Lawton, Oklahoma by Moni. Big high-profile cloud structures in the sky, reflecting the sunlight, looking orange. Just amazing. Wes B out of Kansas. Big structure in the sky. That's a storm cloud. Looks like a big shelfie is what they call those. Hanging in the sky above Kansas as storms were rolling through the area. John K. out of Oklahoma. Huge sunbeams coming off the left side of a thunderstorm that was rolling through the area. Halo from right out here in Arizona, starting to form around the sun, or at least in the proximity of the sun. South Carolina, Ann and Ray noticed a jumbo halo themselves. Liz B. out of Mexico City, Mexico. Been sending some photos in of some amazing sunsets from down there. Lancaster, California, Marlena, very pink sunset. Tulsa, Oklahoma, once again. Malachi of a pink rainbow off in the distance. Krista R. out of Shreveport, Louisiana. Got some sort of an orange-pink triangle off in the distance over there. Now, in this little video clip here, it was sent in by Crease, and I'm not exactly sure of the location, but their security camera picked up some strange flashes in the sky after they heard some very loud booms or something, and then these flashes occurred on their security camera off in the distance. And if you'll notice, if you pay close attention, you'll see that the very first flash seems to originate from the ground up. Kind of weird. I don't know how to explain this, what's going on here. I would have assumed it was a lightning flash, but see how it went from the ground up? It was like 4 flashes real quick, and then they went away. I don't know. Super weird. Yvonne S. Big double-decker rainbow with an orange-pink sky. Zazio out of Portland, Oregon. Notice some dark structures that were diving towards the horizon. There one you just saw on the right. There's another one almost identical over to the left, and that would be like north and south of each other. And they're both going towards the sun. Big dark gray structures up in the sky. Everything else is kind of a bluish white. Zach out of Washington. Huge rings around the sun. Just as the sun was setting below the horizon, you've got 1, 2, 3, and quite possibly 4 very unique photo sent in by Zach from the Pacific Northwest. If you guys are new viewers, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click on this bell, that way you'll be notified each time I upload a new video. If you're current subscribers, simply double check, make sure they're both still activated, and also consider becoming a patron. You can find the link down below in the description box. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at MrMBB333.com. All of the photos end up here at the Sky Phenomena Photo Gallery, and sometimes I'll use them in a picture slideshow, just like you saw right here. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.